guys doing?
Good.
Thanks, Coach. I'll give you that $25 later.
Yes.
It's a great introduction. Like Coach said, my name is JR. I graduated from Mira Mesa High School in 1998. Went to San Diego State on a scholarship, played quarterback in high school, and then played receiver in college. Right? Got to San Diego State, played there for 5 years. Blessed to stay healthy and make a bunch of plays, ended up leading the nation my senior year in receiving, second in the nation in catches, and ended up getting drafted by the Miami Dolphins in 2003 in the 5th round. There's two things I want to talk to you guys about, and neither one of those things is about me. The first thing is you never know how what you say or what you say to somebody, you never know how it's going to affect them. So I'll give you a story. So my rookie year is Miami, right? Just came out of this big season, went in the 5th round, was a little irritated, thought I should have went in the 2nd or the 1st, right? That was my opinion. So I get there, so I got this chip on my shoulder, right? Want to go in, play hard, show people that a lot of people passed up on me, I was going to make them pay for it, okay? My rookie year was Junior Seau's first year playing for the Miami Dolphins. Now, mind you, as a high school kid, as a San Diego kid, Junior Seau was football, right? He was football. So I get to the Dolphins. I got this chip on my shoulder, and then I get a call. I'm on the field, right? After the first practice of the organized training activities, I had a really good practice the first day. I'm working out underneath the goalposts, like on this side. Offense works out on this field. There was a whole nother field next to it, and defense worked out in the corner, right? So before the practice started, this was our second practice, I hear, JR! JR! I look, right? Mind you, I'm way over here. In the corner, I see 5'5". I didn't know this guy even knew my name, right? He said, boy, you talk about dropping my helmet and running as fast as I could. Junior Seau is calling me, right? What does he want? I sprint over there. I say, yes, sir, Mr. Seau. He says, you're a good player. You're going to make this team. Keep it up. That was it. That put confidence in me as a kid, a 5th round pick, a San Diego State Aztec, playing with the Florida State guys and the Oregon guys and all the guys who were supposed to be bigger and better and faster and stronger. Those words put confidence in me that I don't think I would have made that team if Mr. Seau didn't take the time to bless me with those words, right? So I say that to say, you never know what you say and how you say is going to affect somebody, okay? That's number one. Number two, you guys are a part of a team. I talked to Coach Ralph about you guys. He's really, really high on you. He thinks you have an opportunity to be as good of a team as he's coached. And I've seen him coach some really good teams. I've seen him win some championships, okay? But I want you guys to understand something. You're a team made up of individuals. I'll say that again. You're a team made up of individuals, okay? The best team has individuals that understand how their strengths and weaknesses can help or hurt a team. I'll say that again. The best teams are made up of individuals that understand how their strengths and weaknesses can hurt or help the entire team. All right? Keep that in mind, because when you don't feel like it, you need to know why you don't feel like it. Is it because you're lazy? Is it because you're tired? Is it because you got something else going on? You recalibrate that thought so that you can be the best individual for your team as you possibly can be. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys 5 different categories, and I'll make this quick. All right, vision, values, goals, strategy, pay the rent. Okay, most teams, all teams that have championship qualities always start with vision. Who do we want to be? How do we want to be remembered? What type of impact do we want to have? How many games do we want to win? How many points do we want to score? How many interceptions do we want to have? How many special teams touchdowns do we want to have? Championship teams always start with a vision, okay? Other teams start at the bottom. You guys know what pay the rent is? Does that make sense when I say pay the rent? Pay the rent is the things that we have to do every single day in order to survive, right? That's what pay the rent is. When you're paying the rent, you may or may not be pursuing the vision. It just all depends, right? Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? If you get punched in the mouth and you lose your game plan, now you're just paying the rent without stroking towards your vision, okay? So all good championship teams starts with a vision. Underneath that vision is values. What do you care about? Honestly, what do you care about? Think about that, right? If I ask you 3 things that you care about, 3 things. Chris, give me 3 things that you care about.
God, family, and football team.
So, how does your love for God, how does your love for your family, how does your love for this football team incorporate into your vision of what you want this team to be?
Basically just being bigger than everybody else, and eventually being the best.
Right. So guys, understand that, right? What you care about will either take away or add to what you envision yourself doing, okay? Vision, values, goals. What's the goal, right? Where's my 9th graders? 9th graders out here?
They're out tonight.
They're all 10th graders. Where's the 10th graders at? Where's my 11th graders at? My seniors? Okay, each one of you guys are gonna have a separate set of goals, right? My seniors, you know, these are the last 12, 14, 16 games that you'll get a chance to play at this level, right? Your goals and your vision and your values, although you're on the same team, are gonna be different than the sophomores, right? That's okay. Because what did I say? Individuals make up great teams. We just take that into account, okay? Vision, values, goals, strategy. How are we gonna get there, right? How are we gonna get to that place that we all wanna get to? I'll tell you this, 95% of that is gonna be on Coach Ralph and his staff, okay? But they can't do it all themselves. They can't do it all themselves. That strategy is gonna be important. Coach Ralph is a strategist, really good at the game of football. He's gonna put you in the right position. But that one time when you feel like maybe I should speak up and say something because I see something different than maybe Coach does, you either say it or you don't, but just know that there's a 5% that he can't get you there, right? So you gotta participate in that part. And the last part, like I said, is pay the rent. Pay the rent is all the things that we have to do every single day to even have a chance to chase the vision. What are those things? What are those things? What are some things that you got to do on this football team to pay the rent, to have an opportunity to chase the vision? What's your name? Joseph. What are some of those things?
Give it your all.
Give it your all. What's your name, big man? Jalen? It's my nephew's name. What are some of those things?
Giving it your all. Never giving up. Doing what it takes.
Okay. I need more. All right. I need more. Coach.
Coach, you got to show up to
Holy
practice.
crap.
What are you guys doing right now?
Holy crap. Pay the rent. You can't freaking play the game if you're not here. Right? You can't. You had to be here at 9 a.m. this morning? What happens if you don't show up? What happens if you show up late? Very, very small thing that contributes to or takes away from your ability to chase the vision. What's your name, big man? Red shirt. What's your name? Justin? Yeah. Well, pay the rent. How do you pay the rent? Pay attention. Very, very, very small detail that's super easy to overlook, right? I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what I'm saying right now. Honestly, I don't. Only you know that, right? You control getting here at 8:51 and not 9:02. You control whether I am saying something that's seeking in or you're thinking about Pokemon Go. Right? Individuals make up championship teams. Give me your, I didn't mean to not call on you. What's your name?
Garrett.
Garrett. How you pay the rent, buddy?
You have to put in all your effort when you run and make sure you get your own workout.
Conditioning. Listen, I've never met a good football player that was not in shape. I haven't. I think I was one of the best football players on my teams when I played. I do. I think I was. Okay? If you take me down here right now and make me go through what you guys are about to go through, I'm gonna suck. I got this kid gave me this belly, right? Like, I can't do it because I'm not in shape. You see what I'm saying? I've never, ever, ever, ever met a good football player that was not in shape. Pay the rent, right? If you know that you're one of those guys that need to work on your conditioning, there's 24 hours in the day, guys. You only spend about 3 here. 4, maybe, I don't know. Individuals make up championship teams. Last one, young lady. How you pay the rent?
Personally, to me, I just show up, do what I have to do, and learn something newly, and try to do it better next day. Learn. Nobody knows it all. I sat down and had coffee with Coach Ralph 2 days ago, and he taught me something about the game in our conversation that I didn't know. Right? I've been playing this game. I've been around this game for almost 30 years. Continue to learn. Continue to learn. So I'll stop there and I'll let you guys ask me any questions you want to ask. Nothing's out of bounds with me. Okay? So vision, values, goals, strategy, pay the rent. Okay? Pay the rent. I think each one of you guys should take a little bit of a time to understand what your personal vision is being a part of this team. Okay? And then what do you care about? Family, God, this team, right? What do you care about? How are those things you're going to care about or allow you going to put yourself into the strategy that your coaches put for you and allow you to come out here every single day, even when you don't want to be, even when it's hot, even when it's raining, even when your boys are at the beach, even when your mom is cooking barbecue at the house and you got to come to practice, right? How do you do all that stuff in a way that when you're paying the rent, it's all going back to exactly where you want it to be? Does that make sense? Vision, value, goals, strategy, pay the rent. Your vision should be aspirational, it should be inspirational, it should be measurable. Right? If I have a vision, I want to be able to look back on it and say I hit it or I didn't. And if I did, I'll tick the bar up again. If I didn't, I'll figure out where I went wrong and I'll start all over and I'll try it again. Thank you guys for the opportunity to speak. I really, really, really appreciate it. I will be watching you guys. Like Coach says, I live in New York, but Coach and I are very close. Max Preps always has some good stuff. So I'll be watching you guys from afar. And I hope you guys come together in the way that Coach Ralph believes that you can. He can't do it though. The butts that are sitting in the seats are going to be the ones that have to pay the rent. All right. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, sir. What's your name, buddy, again? Manny.
What was like the hardest thing for you to do like throughout like your whole time playing football?
Planning. That sounds weird, right? But the hardest thing for me to do was to take control of my schedule to do the things that I wanted to do. When I'm here, easy. I'm gonna run hard, I'm gonna lift fast, I'm gonna do all the things that need to be done in a structured environment. When I was not in a structured environment, that was always my challenge. But I knew that about myself, so I put other things in place that wouldn't allow me not to be who I wanted to be, based on that weakness that I have. I wish I could say it was, catching the ball, but it wasn't. It was planning. It was preparing. Good question. Anybody else? Sweet. Thank you guys. If you guys ever need anything, I'm a phone call away. Love this community. I used to live in Oceanside for about 3 years. Love San Diego. Brought my son here because I think it's important for him to see guys working hard and being there for each other. So if you ever need anything from me, doesn't matter what it is, if I can do it for you, I will. Thanks again. Thanks for having me.